Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. This is the little red boat. Trying to take the paint off the boat so that I can get ready and paint it again. You know, it's one of those roundy things. But I'm going to use the wire brush first. If that doesn't work, I'll go with the 50 grit on the DA. See if I can get this cleaned up a little bit, get ready to put some primer on it. Got a nice day for it. It's supposed to be 81 degrees. I'm pretty much in the shade for right now. Hopefully we'll be doing the paint when there's sun's onto the boat and it'll dry fast. Now, let's do some wire brushing. Using the wire brush along the rivets because I don't want to take off the rivet heads with the sandpaper. But these large flat spots I'm going to hit with the DA, see if I can get some of these wrinkles out. The paint I used on this last time was tractor paint, Ford Red. And it worked really well until I put the second coat on, and I don't think I had the first coat dry because the second coat wrinkled right up. So I'm going to be using a spray bomb this time instead of a tractor paint. I'm going to use Rust-Oleum Red. We'll see if we can't get this thing going. I took the filter off, or the bag off, because I don't need to have that thing filled full of paint. Well, that part's done for now. Now I get to go take a shower because I am completely covered in red paint. Now that I've cleaned up and taken a shower and got all the sanding dust off of me, I feel it's time to paint. Hopefully I won't get more paint dust on me. I'll try and stay upwind. But I've got the paint, have the numbers masked off, and I'm going to go through and knock the dust off the boat and then hit it with the primer. I only got half a can, so I might have to go get more primer before I get done. Oh, and I gotta wear my hat. Standing out here in the sun, I don't want to have a red head to match the boat. Well, that's the last of the universal bonding primer, so I'm gonna have to go get some more. I went to the hardware store to get some paint. There was only one problem: the hardware store was closed. They closed at 3 o'clock because they can't get enough people to work the store. So I went to Walmart, and Walmart had half the store closed. You could only go in one set of doors. And that was because they didn't have enough people to staff the store and nobody wanted to work. So, you gotta wonder about the world today when people say, oh my God, I can't get by, I can't get by, I can't get by, I need $15 an hour. And then somebody says, well, here's a job, make all the money you want, we'll pay you overtime to come in. And I'll say, nah, I don't wanna. I'll collect unemployment because cabbage. Supposedly going to make it so that we go completely down the toilet. I don't know if that's true or not, but certainly is getting a good start on it. But for me, I'm going to prime this boat and then I'm going to paint it. Might not get to paint it till tomorrow. Depends on how the weather holds up. Well, that's 4 cans of primer on this thing. Hopefully that's enough. Only got 2 cans of top coat. Might have to get more. It's funny though, the first quarter can covered 1/4 of the boat. The first full can covered 1/4 of the boat. The second full can covered 1/4 of the boat. This one is an extra large can. It covered about 1/3 of the boat. So, gotta wonder about this thing. Even though I put second coat over some of the first primer because I was running it a little thin trying to stretch it. Just makes you wonder. That and the number of earwigs that came crawling off from underneath this thing. Just flocks of them. Seems paint knocks them out just as well as bug spray. Well, I got the primer on. Now it's time to go make supper. Probably come back and put the top coat on tomorrow. If I can get another can of spray paint. All the stores may be closed entirely. Who knows? I wonder if the people in the government have any sense at all. I know the average Joe who works there doing a 9 to 5 is probably doing the best they can. But the managers and the people who get elected and stay there 20 years, they're just screwing it up by the numbers. Can't understand it myself. But if you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.